So I had a guy that asked me, can he be masculine and still love his woman? And in this video, I'm going to explain that masculinity has nothing to do with loving your woman. And if you understand how to embrace your masculinity, everything that you do will actually benefit your woman and your relationship a lot better. And I'll give you an example. A lot of times in relationships, women have these emotional ups and downs that they just deal with on their own. It may not be directly related to you. They may go through a cycle, monthly cycle that may and that may have a effect on them, or just no telling with women, their hormones change every day. They could just be sad or going through some things. Now, what the man that is less masculine does, he tries to ask her questions to figure out, well, what can I do to make it better? And what do you need? And they're sitting here asking all these women's questions. That inherently is not that masculine. I get you're trying to show that you love this woman, but by you being so soft and trying to love this woman, you're actually playing a passive role in her life, and this is not what she wants. Many guys take this as, oh, she wants me to be her mind reader and just figure out what she wants. Truthfully, yes and no. She doesn't need you to know exactly why she feels the way she does, but she at least wants you to be able to take some type of action without her telling you what the action needs to be. And that is masculine. That is masculine, just being an action taker. And that's what you have to understand is being masculine means what some people would call being proactive or taking initiative and making decisions on your own. So if you see your woman's feeling some type of way and you're in a long-term relationship with her, the masculine thing to do is take an action that you think can improve her situation or her mood. And you'll say, why is that your responsibility? Well, masculine men have the most responsibilities in the entire world. That's just the way it works. If you want no responsibility, then you just stay feminine. Feminine women don't have as many responsibilities as men usually in the world. Masculine men have to be in the front. They have to be leaders. So that's all you need to understand. It has nothing to do with being masculine means you can't love your girl. Actually, if you're masculine, you know how to love your girl even better. So if your woman was feeling sad, I've done this plenty of times. Like a woman's having a bad day and she's really stressed. I've done this. I'll just go ahead. I'll get on my phone, computer. I'll go ahead and book the massage while we're on the phone call. She tell me about her day. Instead of asking her what we're going to do about it, I'll say, look, I got you a massage booked for Thursday at 11 a.m. So I want you to go there for lunch. You're gonna get you a massage. You're gonna be with Stacy. Stacy's gonna do your massage. I got it on medium intensity. Let me know if you need me to reschedule that. That's masculine right there. I took action. I didn't ask her for questions or directions. Women don't want to tell you what to do. They don't want to answer your questions to figure out things most of the time. They don't want to direct you. You direct them and they love it. Like I tell her, look, you got a massage book. Look at all your whining and crying. You know how we think about it inside. We think it's stupid. All your whining and crying. Look at this. You win a massage. And I know some guys looking at this like, man, that doesn't make sense. It does if you're with a woman that actually is good to you. If you're with a woman that's good to you, you got to learn how to do these types of things because that is masculine, is taking care of your woman and taking action. That's what I want you to really understand. Just taking action in general. Nobody tells you technically what to do and how to move through life. You are a leader and you decide what's best for her. You decide what's good for her. And sometimes you may hit, sometimes you may miss because she might say, well, I don't really want a massage. And you might have to figure out something else, but I wouldn't even ask her. I'll just pick something else or whatever. It depends on the situation, but I'm just letting you guys know being an action taker and letting your woman see that you're just an action taker, that she doesn't really direct you and you can still figure things out or you can do things that benefit her without her telling you how and what to do. That's what masculinity is when you're inside of a relationship, when you actually love a woman, is being able to learn her and make the decisions for her that can benefit her or benefit both of you. And that will take some time of actually trying to learn your woman. The more you learn your woman and listen and try to figure out who she is as a person, it actually becomes very easy the longer you're in a relationship because you already kind of know the things that will make her melt. And your job as a masculine man is to be on the forefront of it where you just take care of it. And that's part of what it is. And you say, well, I want a woman to do that for me. Generally, with a masculine feminine relationship, a man has to put into her first for her to return. So that's where guys get some of this wrong is you want a woman to do certain things for you, but you don't realize you got to dump all your investments in first before she will return it, whether you like it or not. Feminine energy is a receiving energy, so they are more receivers than givers, but they give back based on how much the quality of what they receive. So that's where you come in as a masculine man. You are providers, and it's providers of many things: financially, stability, protection, all these other things. Whatever energy you provide into that woman that you love, she now has the capability to return it back because you've already put it in the, it's like in, if you put your money in the bank still has your money. They might be doing other things with that energy and money that you give them, but they still have that money to return to you for when you need it, such as when you go to the ATM. But the bank isn't going to just straight up give you money most of the time if you haven't put anything into their company, into their business, you haven't invested in them at all. It's a low chance that you'll be able to get more money from the bank. You'll be able to have more money if you invest into the bank. And that's the same way that women work. And that's what masculine energy is. So, yes, you can love a woman and be masculine. And this is just one aspect of it, but it's one of the most important aspects. Like I said, taking the lead and taking action. And you can practice this in many different areas of your life, like even with your career. There are times in my career, I don't wait to ask people what to do. Sometimes I just take action. Like there was a meeting the other day and people were asking, do we cancel the meeting? So and so's not going to be here. We don't have this ready. I just went in Microsoft Outlook and I canceled the meeting. And so that way it just stops all this confusion in this conversation. So everybody asks, okay, well, who's going to cancel? I say, no, I already took care of it. I canceled it. I made sure nobody's going to join. It's already taken care of. That's how you have to be with your woman in a relationship. Just be somebody that takes action. And it's going to be a mind shift for some of you guys because you pretty much are looking for direction from your woman with too many situations. And that is very much a turn off for the woman because now if you giving the woman responsibilities that she doesn't even want, so she can't look up to you when you're coming to her. That's like if you went to your boss or your manager at a job for advice on how to get through situations. Now you're looking up to them because you feel that they are the leader. They should be able to direct you. And that's the same way your woman kind of would want to look at you. But if you're coming to the woman, then isn't she the boss? If you're coming to her for everything, I'm not saying you can't consult with her on some things. You can tell her what decisions you want to make, and you'll say, what's your perspective on this? But if you act like you can't make up your mind at all about so many things, that is not masculine. And so, masculine is decision making, taking action, and you can do that and love a woman. It actually is beneficial if you're masculine, and it doesn't stop or hurt the relationship if you're masculine. So, that's where some people got to get this wrong. I think you've heard of this term toxic masculinity, which is dumb. It does not exist. People are just toxic based on their own personal characteristics. It has nothing to do with whether you're a man or a woman, because a woman can be toxic, but we don't call anything toxic femininity. You notice that? It's just that person is toxic or they have toxic characteristics about themselves. So stop believing that toxic masculinity is a thing. Just being masculine is good in general because men need to be men, women need to be women in order for us to get the best social benefits in life from each other.